What do you do if you are given a multi-page document which has line breaks after every single paragraph? Now that works great for a Word document, but in your layout, you want to control your paragraph spacing with paragraph styles and space after paragraphs instead of those clunky double returns. That way you can have a little bit less spacing between each of your paragraphs and increase the readability and visual elegance of your text. Now, do you have to go through and delete every single extra line break one by one? Well, I'm here today to tell you that there's an easier way. I'm going to show you how to quickly and easily remove each of those double line breaks so you can style your text the way that you want it to be styled. So here we have our test document with multiple pages. We can see that after each paragraph, there is an extra line break, making our spacing really awkward. And over here, we can see another problem. One of those extra line breaks showed up at the top of our column. Now that's really bad for our typography. If we were to leave it like this, we would have to adjust that on a case-by-case basis and make sure it didn't happen on any of our other pages. And then if we were to add or remove any text after that, there's no guarantee that it wouldn't just happen again. But we can actually fix all of this very easily. All we have to do is go up to Edit, Find and Change. Or you can use the shortcut Control F or Command F on a Mac. And that brings up our Find and Change menu. Now, if you aren't familiar with the screen, we have two basic lines that we're looking at. We have Find What, which lets us tell InDesign what we are looking to change. And then Change To lets us tell InDesign what we want the change to be. Often you would use this function to find and replace a certain word, but our situation is a little different. So we actually want to click on this @ symbol on the side. This allows us to search for special characters. Now we can see a number of options, but we want this option that says end of paragraph. This is going to tell InDesign to look for the end of each of our paragraphs. So if we click that option, we can see that it brought up a little $P in our search bar. That's the symbol that tells InDesign to look for each instance where a paragraph ends within our document. But the text we were given actually ends with 2 line breaks. So we want it to look for each instance where there is a double return. In other words, a double end of paragraph. So all we have to do is click that again, and one more time click on end of paragraph. Or we could have just typed another $P by hand, and that would have worked just as well. Then under Change To, we'll again click that @ symbol, and again we'll say end of paragraph. But this time we only want 1. So this way we are telling InDesign that we want to find each instance of a double end of paragraph and replace it with a single end of paragraph, removing those blank lines. So let's go ahead and hit Change All. And now it will tell us that all of our changes have been completed. And in our instance, it tells us that 23 replacements have been made. So now all we have to do is hit OK, and then Done to close out of that menu. And now we can see that our spacing is much better. Gone are those double line breaks, and it even fixed our column here that had an empty line at the top. And better yet, it applied that change to our entire document, meaning we don't have to go through one page at a time, deleting each of those extra returns. So this is a much faster way to remove all of those extra line breaks throughout our entire document. But now that you've removed all of those line breaks, how do you control the spacing between your paragraphs? Well, I have a video right here to tell you exactly that.